What's up, YouTube? Back with another video here. Today I'm bringing you guys prediction and breakdown for UFC Fight Night, Cannonier versus Borralho, starting from the early prelims to the main event. Let's start it with Kong Wang versus Victoria Leonardo. And I got Kong Wang via 30-27 decision because Victoria Leonardo's trash. She's pretty sloppy on the feet, sloppy striker. She got finished by flyweight Aaron Blanchfield. Head kick KO was disgusting. Got dropped with it twice, and yeah, she's trash. All due respect to her. Respect the Dragon Ball love, but you're not good. And yeah, I got Kong Wang making a UFC debut by 30-27 decision. Moving up on the card, I got there's Zigamontes Ramaski versus Nathan Fletcher, both of them making their UFC debut. And I'm gonna pick Ramaska via round one maybe round one finish or decision. You know, you're making your debut, so you kind of both of them want to probably chase a finish. And I feel like he looks for his finishes more. I feel like he's better all around everywhere. But Nathan Fletcher is a grappler. He's a good grappler. Submissions on the ground, rear naked choke. So it'll be a good fight. Maybe I would say Ramaska with a first round KO or decision. Close one though. I think he's the underdog. So yeah, so he's the underdog by a little bit. It's a close fight. I got Ramaska first round KO. He just looks more well rounded than Nathan Fletcher does, especially on the feet. Moving up on the card though, Josanne Nunes versus Jacqueline Cavalcante. And I got Cavalcante by decision. Nothing against Nunes. She's 3-1 in the UFC. She's not bad for a WMMA fighter. She's just very short. Looking at her height and looking at these fights, she's like 5'2", and like everyone she fights is practically taller than her. Jacqueline Cavalcante is 5'8", 5'9". She looks pretty tall, lengthy. Maybe that's easier for Josanne Nunes to take her down, but she's kind of mid. She's more proven though, and Cavalcante is on like a 4-fight win streak. You know, has some momentum. She's 1-0 in the UFC as well, so they're both mid, but I'm just gonna go with like the favorable like height reach advantage. I feel like she has like, she's not a horrible striker, but you know, I feel like she can manage the distance off of what I've seen. They're both not great. She kind of, Josanne Nunes kind of swings because of how short she is. She does have a lot of overhands, obviously, and like, you know, big meaty hooks. Cavalcante's kind of more like a point fighter in your face, keeping distance. I'll take her by decision. 29-28, maybe split decision. It could be a toss-up, though. Don't ever bet money on one MMA fight. Unless they're high level, like Zhang Weili. But anyway, moving up on the card. Got Vyacheslav Borchev versus James Leontop. I'm going to pick Borchev by first round TKO. He's maybe second round TKO, second round finish. I would say second round finish. I don't know what he could do, but he has a good resume. I mean, not good resume. He's kind of like what, 2-3. I don't know. He has 3 L's though, but I rate his L's pretty well. Like, cause Mike Davis, he's pretty solid. He's a good fighter. Just got hurt. Chase Hooper, he finished his ass. Rhea Darkstroke, was a nice fight, or for him. He got absolutely schooled. He got dropped by Chase Hooper and finished. So, not a good look, but Chase Hooper is actually a real good prospect. He's undefeated, so I rate those L's. And I'm not really impressed by James Leontop. Lost by sub in his debut, and he missed weight in his debut. I don't know if it was short notice or not, but I rate Borchev's losses higher than Leontop's losses, and yeah, I think there's more ways for him to win. He has power early on. Borchev has good power early in the fights, and he has good power. I'll take him by second round finish. Moving up on the card, Jose Menda versus Zach Reese. Have no clue who Jose Menda is at all. So I'm going to take Zach Reese. He's pretty good. Or Jose Menda. My gosh, Jose Mendina. My goodness. Zach Reese is pretty good, though, other than the slam KO by Cody Brundage. Fluke ass shit, right? But other than that, I rate Zach Reese. He's a good fighter. I think he can get a good finish early. I'm going to go round 2 sub or decision for my boy Zach Reese. Jose Mendina looks out of shape. Looks kind of trash. So I'm going to pick Zach Reese by second round sub or decision. Moving up on the card, Dennis Bazooka, Francis Marshall. Both, 2 and 3 in the UFC? Not great, but one's well-rounded, one's not really, and pretty hittable. And I'm going to pick Dennis Bazooka by first round KO. He's pretty good early on in fights. He looks pretty fresh. He looks like he has a good power. Obviously, he's not really shown that, but I think he's better than Francis Marshall. Not everywhere. He's more of a kind of, hook guy. He's a good left hook, I guess. Not really, but he's knocked someone out. But I think he's literally knocked out AJ Dobson, or I don't know AJ Dobson, but no, that was not him. That was Edmund Shabazian. But he knocked out his last opponent with the left hook, so it's not horrible. Francis Marshall's very hittable though. He leaves his chin in the air, his head. You can see there's nothing around his head, no guard. He's kind of a little bit away from him, so I can see a hook landing on that chin of his and him getting knocked out. It's pretty hittable. Don't really rate Francis Marshall, not really on my radar at all. So I got Dennis Bazooka by first round KO. That's what I think will happen. I'm predicting it. Hopefully it happens. Moving up with the card, Edmund Shabazian. This card's not bad, man. It's not a bad main card at all, honestly. I don't know who that third fight is, or Kane, Ofi, or Miran Santos. I don't know who that is, but Edmund Shabazian versus Gerald Meerschaert III, GM3, is getting KO'd. He has no striking. So I'm going to go Edmund Shabazian round 1 KO. Round 1 or 2 TKO. Doesn't have crazy power, but he has power for sure. Edmund Shabazian. I think he's coming to Bart. He might make a second run as a ranked fighter. And I think it starts with JM3. It's probably going to be not one of his easiest wins, but it's you definitely know what he's going to come out and do. He's a grappler. He's not improving. And Edmund Shabazian, if there's any doubt that you should pick, maybe leans to GM3, they were 10 years apart in age. There's two different primes, if you want to call it the prime for JM3. I got Edmund Shabazian round 2 TKO. Gerald Meerschaert has no striking. He's a grappler. Look for subs. But the fight starts on the feet, and I don't rate his striking that much, and he kind of gets rocked a lot. But other than that, I think Edmund Shabazian, he's pretty good, and he has a good resume of L's. He lost to Nasser Jamailov. Who else did he lose to? I mean, that's who he lost his ranking to. But outside of that, I think Edmund's good. I think he'll take care of JM3. He's pretty old, so if you don't beat an old head, you do not deserve to even be fighting in the main card of a fight night, bro. That's just me. Moving up on the card, Michael Morales versus Neil Magny. I promise if Neil Magny wins, say goodbye. I don't know. Neil Magny, we all know what he does. Boring ass fighter in the welterweight division, but yet he's 15? Or I think he just beat Mike Mallet. So, and Michael Morales, he's undefeated. Pretty solid. I'm gonna go Michael Morales' decision. I really hope Neil Magny doesn't fuck up another prospect. Man, get a life. Do something else. Don't ruin other prospects. Run a ranking, bro. Just fuck off. You're never gonna be top tier. Just lose this fight, bro. You got nothing else to do. Just lose this fight. Michael Morales looks promising. He looks promising. Holy shit. And Neil Magny, he'll do his thing, clinch up with you. Doesn't really have any submissions, but he's just a vet of the game. I feel like he could take him down, but Michael Morales is a pretty strong dude. He's a pretty big guy. I'll take Malcolm Morales 29-28 decision. Maybe 30-27. Just schools his ass, but I really don't want Neil Magny to win, respectfully. The Haitian sensation is no more, please. We're not enticed by you, Neil. Just take a seat, man. Move up to middleweight. Crush some cans, bro. Beat some cans up, bro. Don't ruin some welterweight prospects, please. We need this shit, bro. We're tired of the new top 15. The same old top 15, bro. Just saying. Moving up on the card. Kane Ofi versus Miron Santos. I don't know if I said any of those names right except Santos, but I got Kane Ofi. I don't know any of these people. I don't know Ofi or Santos, but one looks like there's a better grappler than the other, and the other guy looks to take shots to the head. I did not watch any film on this guy, so it's a coin flip. I think it's a late addition to the card because these guys are making their debut, but they're on the main card. So it should be a good fight, bantamweight or featherweight. I'm going to go with Kane Ofi by second round sub or decision. Moving up on the card, tough finale. Ryan Loder versus Robert Valentine. I'm going Robert Valentine. Well, like, he's way more well-rounded than Ryan Loder. He's a good grappler, Ryan Loder is, but so is Robert Valentine, and he has good subs too. He's very crafty on the ground. I like his game. I like his mentality as well, like how he just looks for a finish. He doesn't really force the finish. Especially with like that 15-second KO by elbow. It was a good elbow, bro. It was a great clean elbow. It was like, he didn't force that though. It was just a clean one that came by across his chin, dropped his guard, and got the finish, early finish. And he had a nice Kimura with like his legs. That was like a clean, like it was like an arm crucifix Kimura. It was clean, dude. He was like twisting his fucking forearm the other way around, like, you know, like the opposite way, and then verbal tap. It was crazy. I think he's very crafty. I like him, and he's a cool fighter. I like his tattoos. He looks cool. I'll take him by decision. I feel like Ryan Loder has some heart. American dude. So Robert Valentine by decision. Angela Hill versus Tabitha Ritchie. This is how I see this fight, and this is how this fight should be seen as. Angela Hill, atrocious ass record, but she's a way better fighter than her record entails to be. She honestly lost way too many decisions, and that could mean something. That could actually mean something. That could actually be a telltale sign of, like, maybe don't pick her because she tends to lose decisions even though she wins the fight. Like, the judges don't agree somehow. She's lost in my opinion, probably 3-2 fights that she's been robbed of. At least she's actually a pretty good fighter, pretty smart. I think she can compete anywhere the fight goes. Tabitha Ritchie though is a good grappler, and that's really it about her. Nothing crazy. Like, actually, she's just a good grappler. I think Angela Hill's good enough though for that, and I'll take her decision. Maybe it's only 3 rounds, 29-28. I think Angela Hill's better than her though, all around, especially stand up. So probably just be clinching and knee into the thighs, little jabs. Regular fight in the co-main, like always. UFC, please stop making, just stop with the co-mains, bro. Like, and you got Rose numbing you, and I think she's headlining another card. I don't know where it's at, but it's later in like October, November-ish. Like, geez, bro. It's not looking too good for that one. I think she's facing who's she even facing? Erin Blanchfield? Like, jeez. Please, man. Anyway, moving on. Main event. Jared. Killer Gorilla. Cannonier versus Kyle Borralho. I hope I said his first name, Kyle. He's cool though, but fighting nerds, they make killers, and I sadly have to pick. I'm not even sad. I like the fighting nerds. I like all of them actually. They're really cool. I'm gonna pick Kyle Borralho by probably late stoppage by submission. I'm not gonna lie, submission, bro. I think he can submit Jared Cannonier. He has good distance control management, pitches a good pace that Killer Gorilla, as he always does. He has a good IQ. He gets wobbled though. He gets wobbled like every other fight. Like against Mavov, he got wobbled badly. But he recovered pretty good. He has a good recovery. But I don't even think that's going to be a biggest thing because he can take people down. I know Jared has good takedown defense, but I don't know, man. I can see him just smothering him, especially with the takedown. Jared definitely knows he can get taken down, and he has to be on his A game with those takedowns. Maybe he can get a quick dub, but I just don't see it. I feel like Father Time is now catching up with this man. Especially, he got kind of, not shin cracked, but he got wobbled badly against Mavov. Obviously, it was an early stoppage. Should not have been a TKO win for Mavov, but if anything's screaming downfall, is him losing to Mavov that way. And especially with the new, middleweights, I guess, with Michel Pereira, Anthony Hernandez, I just don't see him staying at the top for much longer, sadly. And let's say he wins this fight, he's losing to either Anthony Hernandez or Michel Pereira, in my opinion. I just don't see him, especially with the pace that they both push. I feel like it's similar to almost Kyle's pace that he pushes. So he pushes a good pace as well. I like Kyle's boxing. I think his stand-up is gonna be not as good as Jared's, but I think it's fine. I don't think he'll get cracked or anything because Jared's not that type of guy to crack someone or finish someone crazily. Especially he's now 40. So I don't really see him finishing this fight. I see Kyle getting finished, and I think he can finish him on the ground. I feel like later on in the rounds, maybe mid 4th round, you can get a late sub, and I can see it, but it'll be a tough fight for sure. It's going to be a good test to see where both fighters are at, but I think Kyle gets the dub, either late sub or decision. It's just Father Time again. It's nothing against Jared, but you're 40. You can't be at the top forever, and he's also coming back pretty quickly. Considering he got wobbled pretty bad and probably got a little concussed, but he definitely wants to get that win back because he deserves it. I get it, but I just don't see this working out for Jared. I got Kyle by split decision. No, by decision or sub in the later rounds. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope this card is pretty good. I think it can do well. I think it can be a good card. Good prospects on this card. Good people coming off of some good W's. So I expect some finishes. I hope I see some cool KO. There's hardly any KOs on the other fight nights. So fuck all, man. Fuck this. We're ready for fucking 306. And Tom Aspinall's still goated, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.